Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And this is Cook with a grab. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go. Check 56. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
56. Rip right. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing again, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Kill. H3. 2-6. Check 48's to Mike. Check 48's to Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Pick me up. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Safe. Kill. Check.
Go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit.
Hey, watch the ball. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hard.
Cry all the way back home.
Check.
Look at me. Door. 5.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hey, Zoo.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long.
It's just me and you.
He's got Evans. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
On the set.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
58, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Smooth.
I'm gonna tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, 58.
You're out.
58's the Mike. Let's get the
Recon, 132 fighter.
Deuce. Hey, alert 3, alert.
Hit it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stick. It's caught by Coleman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ready?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58's the Mike.
So don't say nothing.
On third down, it's Stick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC.
Time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Let's go, baby.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. DeForest Buckner able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 24.
Ready?
From the 25 on second down. Stick nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Rock it. Buzz. Snap.
Stick from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Leo.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down.
Check three.
Go.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Come on,
The
set.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, turn it out, turn it out. Watch twist, watch twist.
Switch, look at me. Go, go.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the edge. Check 52. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
From the 29, Stick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the backer.
Hey, high 7.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Shoot.
A shotgun throw for Stick, and that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
This is brought in at the 21. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hatchet.
And an alley to run.
Get there, get there, get there, get there.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shift.
49.
Hey!
Check 49.
Cut! Snap!
They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check.
Hey, Sam on!
Switch. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Check! Fresno!
Hey, switch gears. Check safety.
Go!
Here's Stick looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We got him.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
Here we go.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they?
Yeah.
Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
Check.
Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Get it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Hey, lock it!
Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 37. Check 30.
Rock it!
He's going.
Five!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Man!
Check. Lucky. Under 10.
Leo!
From the 31, Stick completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Squeeze! Get it!
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Let's go, boys.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 25.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
60 Pittsburgh!
Right, 58, right there. Here I come.
Go!
58, boys, 58 is Mike. I'm coming after you.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Going 58's the mic.
Push him back. Push
Hard!
Flare, alert, flare.
Hey, Charlie! Go!
From the 44, Stick nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Come here, come get some. Go.
He don't want it.
Sponge!
Go out.
No! He's checking!
Bravo.
Crash!
Be dribble.
Now stick. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now the second down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Murray now, 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Flush to his right. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
On 2nd and 7, stick. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's not going to get me.
He's back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Check it.
Now Murray. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
Let's go.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On first down, Coleman. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Know your job.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, orbit.
58 to Mike.
Come.
58 to Mike.
Sleep grip, sleep grip.
Stick back to pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets double, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Check. Squeeze. Crunch. Slam. Gone.
Check 4, check 4.
Shoot.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No. Off. Hard.
Check 9.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Down. 70. Indy.
I'm coming.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Look at me. Door. Down.
Watch the safety creep.
Stick looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
Hey, Haywood.
58, right on. Mike, 58, right there.
Check pass.
Safe.
Kill.
You're out.
Check 50. Check.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I do. Zoom. Mike, 48. I got him.
Throwing now is Murray. They'll roll him out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That's right. Get off the track.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
At the 28-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Niners, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.